Scorpio, what if I told you that Nostradamus both predicted your sign holds a power so dangerous it could alter fate itself? Sounds impossible? Well, keep watching, because by the end of this video, you might just discover something about yourself that you were never supposed to know. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt the energy shift, like something unseen was pulling at you? Have you ever met someone and just known, without a doubt, whether they could be trusted or if they were hiding something? Well, let me tell you something. That's not a coincidence. Nostradamus both believed that Scorpios hold a power so intense, so dangerous, that it can alter fate itself. But here's the real question. Are you in control of it, or is it controlling you? Stick with me, because what I'm about to reveal will make you see yourself in a way you never have before. Scorpio, you are not just another zodiac sign. You are a force of nature, untamed, magnetic, and deeply mysterious. People feel your presence before you even speak. You walk into a room and the energy shifts. Some admire you, some fear you, but no one ignores you. Nostradamus called Scorpios the keepers of fate. Baba Vanga believed your soul is tied to forces beyond this world, destined for either greatness or destruction. Sounds intense? That's because it is. And in Buddhism, Scorpios are the warriors of karma, constantly tested, constantly evolving. Every challenge you face is not random. It's a lesson, a transformation, a rebirth. But here's the warning. If you don't learn to harness this power, it will turn against you. And 2025, it's the year you either rise or fall. The choice, it's yours. All right, Scorpio, let's get real. Your greatest gift? Intuition. And I'm not talking about just gut feelings. No, this is something deeper. You can sense what's coming before it happens. You see through lies, through masks, through illusions. It's like having an X-ray vision for energy. But here's the thing. This power, it's a double-edged sword. Ever found yourself overthinking to the point where you start doubting yourself? Or maybe you've sensed something was wrong, but instead of trusting your instincts, you ignored it, only to realize later that you were right all along. That's the paradox of Scorpio. You are gifted with insight, but when unchecked, it turns into obsession, paranoia, self-doubt. In Buddhism, this is called Mara, the tempter dot. It tricks even the most powerful minds into chasing illusions, into controlling things they were never meant to control. But here's the truth. You don't need to control everything. You just need to control yourself. And 2025, that's the year you learn how. Think about a time when you just knew something but no one believed you. Maybe you saw a breakup coming. Maybe you felt a bad business deal before it collapsed. That's not luck. That's your power in action. But the real question is, do you trust it? Or do you let your logical mind override it? Scorpio, your lesson isn't about gaining power. You already have it. Your lesson is about mastering it, honing it, learning when to act and when to let go. This year, the universe is going to put you in situations where you have to trust yourself. The test isn't coming, it's already here. Are you ready? Scorpio, 2025 isn't just another year. It's a cosmic turning point, a moment where the universe is calling you to rise or be left behind. There are forces at play that will test you, shape you, and ultimately transform you. A supermoon in Scorpio is on the horizon, shining a light on everything you've been hiding, everything you've been avoiding. This energy will push you to confront your deepest truths, the parts of yourself you don't always like to face. Then, there's Jupiter, the planet of expansion, amplifying your intuition. If you trust it, you'll make bold moves, life-changing decisions, and unlock doors you never thought possible. But here's the challenge. Saturn, the great teacher, will demand discipline. It will test your patience, your resilience, and your willingness to let go of old patterns. So, you have 3 choices. You can break free from past cycles and step into your highest potential. You can hold on to old habits and repeat the same struggles. Or you can embrace your power, but at a cost. The question is, Scorpio, what will you choose? Scorpio, let's talk about something most people don't understand: your connection to the unseen, the mystical, the forbidden. This isn't just superstition. History has been trying to tell us something for centuries. In ancient Egypt, Scorpios were the keepers of sacred knowledge. They were high priests, healers, alchemists. People sought them out, not just for wisdom, but for their ability to see beyond the physical world. Why? Because your ability to read energy, to predict outcomes, to sense the truth, it terrified people. They feared what they couldn't control. They feared what they couldn't understand. And even today, Scorpio is still linked to the occult, to psychic abilities, to transformation on a level most people will never experience. This is why you are drawn to mystery, to secrets, to the deeper meaning behind everything. But let's get one thing clear. Magic itself isn't good or bad. It's energy, it's power, and the way you use it, that's what makes the difference. You may not call it magic, but think about this. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt something was off about them? You didn't have proof, but you just knew. And later, you found out you were right. Or maybe you've walked into a room and sensed tension in the air, even before anyone said a word. That's not a coincidence. That is your gift in action. The problem is, Scorpio, when you don't understand this power, it starts to control you. Your intuition turns into overthinking. Your insight turns into doubt. Instead of trusting what you know, you second-guess yourself, and that leads to confusion, exhaustion, and anxiety. Buddhism teaches that true mastery comes not from power itself, but from balance. And if you don't learn to balance your own energy, your gift can become a burden. So how do you turn your natural abilities into something that empowers you instead of drains you? The answer lies in discipline, in training your mind, in understanding that real power comes from clarity, not control. One way to balance your energy is through grounding rituals. Simple things like meditation, spending time in nature, or practicing deep breathing can help. Because when you are centered, your power is no longer chaotic. It's refined, focused, and unstoppable. In Buddhism, monks practice mindfulness to sharpen their spiritual gifts. They don't fight their emotions, they observe them. This is what you need, Scorpio. Observe, do not react. Master yourself first, and the universe will follow. Your gift is a tool, not a curse. But like any tool, you must learn how to wield it. Because uncontrolled power, that is chaos. But disciplined power, that is destiny. History has shown us that the greatest spiritual leaders, healers, and visionaries have all had one thing in common. They understood that true magic isn't about bending the world to your will. It's about aligning yourself with the greater flow of life. So Scorpio, the question isn't whether you have power. The question is, are you ready to use it wisely? Because once you do, everything changes. There is one final lesson from Buddhism that Scorpio needs to hear. It's the lesson of impermanence. Everything changes. Everything evolves. Nothing stays the same. Scorpio, your sign is ruled by death and rebirth. You are meant to transform, to shed your past like a snake sheds its skin. But too often, you hold on, you resist, you fear losing control. But here's the truth. Real power comes from knowing when to let go. When you stop clinging, you make space for something greater. When you release fear, you create room for growth. So if you take nothing else from this, remember this. Your intuition is real. Your power is real. But control is an illusion. Surrender to the flow of life, and you will discover a power far greater than anything you've ever known. Because Scorpio, you were never meant to be ordinary. You were meant to be extraordinary. Now let's get practical. What can you do today to start channeling your power in the right direction? Step 1. Journaling. Write down the moments when your intuition was right. This helps you build confidence in your inner voice. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. Step 2. Energy cleansing. Scorpio, you absorb emotions like a sponge. Take salt baths, burn sage, or practice visualization techniques to release negative energy. A simple practice, but it makes a world of difference. Step 3. Meditation. If you've never tried it, start with just 5 minutes a day. Focus on your breath, clear your mind, and allow yourself to be still. This isn't about emptying your thoughts, it's about mastering them. Scorpio, the truth is, you have a gift that most people only dream of. You can see the unseen, feel the unfelt, and transform the world around you, but only if you learn how to control it. So tell me, are you ready to step into your full power? Because the universe is waiting. Scorpio, power without wisdom is dangerous. And if there's one thing Buddhism teaches, it's that true mastery comes from balance. You are naturally drawn to extremes, all or nothing, love or hate. But the real key to unlocking your power isn't in chasing control. It's in learning when to let go. Buddhism has a concept called the middle way. It's about walking the fine line between attachment and detachment, between desire and peace, between power and surrender. And Scorpio, this is exactly what you need. Because when you resist transformation, you suffer. When you cling to emotions, they consume you. But when you accept change, when you embrace the flow of life instead of trying to control it, that's when your true power is unlocked. So how do you do that? It starts with 3 spiritual practices that will help you channel your energy, protect your mind, and step into the highest version of yourself. First, Vipassana meditation. This isn't just about sitting in silence. It's about observing your thoughts, understanding them, and realizing that you are separate from them. When you do this, emotions lose their grip on you. You no longer react, you respond with clarity. Second, karmic cleansing. Scorpio, you hold on to past pain like armor, but instead of protecting you, it weighs you down. Acts of generosity, forgiveness, and compassion aren't just good deeds. They are tools for releasing the negative energy that keeps you trapped. And third, mantra chanting. Words have power. Sacred sounds like Om Mani Padme Hum elevate your energy, cleanse your aura, and align you with the universe. Scorpio, if you master these, you will transform your life. Let's break it down even further. Vipassana meditation teaches you to be the observer, not the reactor. Instead of being controlled by your emotions, you learn to watch them without attachment. This is key for Scorpio because you feel things deeply. But feeling deeply doesn't mean losing control. Karmic cleansing is all about release. Think about the grudges you've held, the betrayals you've carried. Every time you replay those memories, you're keeping yourself trapped in the past. Forgiveness isn't for them, it's for you. Let go, and you set yourself free. And then there's mantra chanting. Buddhist monks have been using this practice for thousands of years. It's not just about sound, it's about vibration. Chanting shifts your energy, aligns your focus, and protects you from negativity. It's like putting up a shield around your spirit. Now here's where things get real. All of this, it's useless unless you apply it. Spiritual wisdom isn't about knowing, it's about doing. So here's your challenge, Scorpio. For the next 7 days, try one of these practices. See how it shifts your energy. See how it changes the way you interact with the world. Because knowledge is power, but action, that's transformation. And transformation is what you were born for. But there's one last thing you need to know. Buddhism teaches that power isn't just about the self. It's about how you use it to serve others. True mastery means using your strength not to control, but to heal. Think about the times when you've helped someone just by being there, just by understanding what they needed. That's your real power, Scorpio. You are not just a seeker of truth, you are a guide for others. But before you can lead, you must first learn to master yourself. This is your path, this is your lesson. And now, the only question left is, are you ready to walk it? There's one more key to unlocking your full potential, Scorpio: patience. The greatest spiritual leaders in history didn't reach their wisdom overnight. Buddhism teaches that true mastery comes from continuous effort, from showing up every single day and doing the work. Think of a river carving through stone. It doesn't happen in a day, a week, or even a year. But over time, that persistent flow shapes the hardest rock into something smooth, something powerful. That's your path, Scorpio. Your power isn't just in what you feel, It's in what you do with that feeling. So as you move forward, ask yourself, what kind of energy am I putting into the world? Am I using my gifts to build or to destroy? Am I walking my path with wisdom, or am I letting my emotions dictate my journey? This is the challenge. This is the test. And Scorpio, if anyone is strong enough to pass it, it's you. But there's something even deeper at play here, Scorpio. You are not just here to learn these lessons for yourself. You are here to teach them, to embody them, to show others what true power looks like. Think about the people who have come to you in moments of crisis. How many times have you been the one who could see clearly when others were lost in confusion? How often have you helped someone navigate their darkest moments simply because you understood what they were going through? This is no accident. Scorpio, you are meant to be a guide, not because you have all the answers, but because you have walked through the fire yourself. You have transformed pain into wisdom, struggle into strength, and now the universe is asking you, what will you do with that power? Because true mastery isn't about avoiding pain, it's about understanding it, learning from it, and using it to grow. That is what sets you apart. That is why you were given this path. So the final question is not just, are you ready? The real question is, what are you waiting for? Scorpio, numbers are more than just digits. They are energy, they are symbols, they are the keys to unlocking destiny. And in 2025, 3 numbers hold immense power for you. The first is 9. This is the number of completion, wisdom, and transformation. It represents cycles ending so that something greater can begin. Think about it. How many times in your life have you had to burn everything down just to rise again? That's the energy of 9. It's painful, but necessary. The second is 13. Most people fear this number, but for Scorpio, it's a symbol of hidden knowledge, of deep spiritual power. In ancient numerology, 13 is linked to the divine feminine, to mystery, to rebirth. If you see this number in 2025, pay attention. It's a message from the universe that something powerful is unfolding. And the third is 25. This number is about balance between material success and spiritual growth. It's a reminder that you don't have to choose between ambition and inner peace. You can have both. So how do you use these numbers? If you keep seeing 9, it's time to let go of what no longer serves you. A relationship, a habit, a belief. Something in your life needs to end for a new chapter to begin. If 13 appears, your intuition is speaking to you. There are unseen forces guiding you toward something powerful. Write down your dreams. Pay attention to synchronicities. The universe is showing you the way. And 25, this is your call to action. It's telling you that now is the time to build something lasting. It's time to create, to structure, to lay the foundation for the future you desire. Numbers are not random. They are messages. If you learn to read them, they will lead you exactly where you need to go. But there's more to these numbers than just their meanings. They show up in your life for a reason. Think back. When was the last time you saw these numbers repeatedly? Maybe it was on a clock, a receipt, a license plate, or even in a dream. These aren't coincidences. They are signs, messages from the universe, guiding you toward your next step. Let's go deeper. The number 9 is also the number of karma. It teaches that what you put into the world will always return to you. If you've been doing the inner work, if you've been letting go of old wounds, then 2025 will reward you with a fresh start, new opportunities, and a sense of closure. The number 13, it's a test. It asks you, are you ready to embrace the unknown? Because 13 is a number of hidden truths. It's the number that whispers, there is more to this than meets the eye. And 25, it's all about trust. It's the universe telling you to step up, take risks, and believe that everything is aligning in your favor. But you have to be willing to take action. Because luck is simply preparation meeting opportunity. And Scorpio, your opportunity is coming. So here's what you need to do, Scorpio. The next time you see one of these numbers, pause. Ask yourself, what am I feeling in this moment? thoughts are running through my mind, because the message is already there. You just need to listen. Start a journal. Write down every time you see these numbers and what's happening in your life at that time. Over weeks and months, patterns will emerge. You'll start to see connections you never noticed before. And when that happens, you'll realize these numbers were never just numbers. They were guideposts showing you the way. Scorpio, 2025 is going to be a year of transformation. Your job? Pay attention. Trust the signs. Because when you do, the universe will lead you exactly where you need to go. Scorpio, everything we've talked about, the power, the transformation, the hidden knowledge, it all leads to one final truth. This isn't just about knowing who you are. It's about stepping fully into your destiny. You've spent years feeling like there's something bigger waiting for you, haven't you? Like you were meant for more, like the universe has been trying to tell you something. Well, 2025 is the year when everything aligns. There are no more excuses, no more waiting. The signs are already here. The numbers, the cosmic shifts, the gut feelings that won't go away. This is your time to step forward, to claim your power, to finally become who you were always meant to be. But here's the thing. Transformation isn't easy. It requires action. It demands that you let go of fear, that you trust yourself, that you embrace the unknown. And Scorpio, you know this better than anyone. You've already been through the fire. You've already survived the storms. Now, it's time to rise. So what's the first step? It starts with a commitment, a promise to yourself that you will no longer dim your own light, that you will trust your intuition, follow your instincts, and stop waiting for the perfect moment, because that moment is now. Look around. The universe is already aligning things in your favor. The right people, the right opportunities, the right lessons. They are all appearing in your life. Your job? Pay attention. Recognize them. Act on them. Start small. Keep a notebook of every time you feel that pull from the universe. Every synchronicity. Every moment when things just click. Because the more you notice, the more the universe will show you. And here's the most important part. Stop doubting yourself. You are more powerful than you've ever realized. And 2025, it's going to prove that to you. So Scorpio, what's it going to be? Are you going to keep waiting, hesitating, questioning your path? Or are you going to step into your full power? Because this isn't just another year. This is the year where everything changes. Take the leap, trust the signs, and watch how the universe rises to meet you. Because the truth is, you were never meant to be ordinary. You were meant to be extraordinary. And now, the only thing left to do is embrace it. But let's be real. Change is scary. Even when you know it's the right thing to do, even when every sign is pointing in the same direction, there's always that little voice inside that says, "What if I fail?" Scorpio, let me tell you something. Failure isn't the enemy. Stagnation is. The most successful, the most powerful, the most enlightened people in the world, they didn't get there by waiting for the perfect moment. They got there by moving forward, even when they were afraid. And that's what 2025 is about for you. It's about stepping into your power, even if you don't have all the answers yet. It's about trusting yourself, even when the path isn't clear, because clarity doesn't come from standing still. It comes from movement. You don't need all the answers. You just need to take the first step. And when you do, the universe will meet you halfway. So let's make this real. Right now, make a decision. What is one thing, just one, that you've been putting off? Something that excites you but also scares you? Something that feels like it could change everything if you just had the courage to start? Now promise yourself, before this day ends, you will take one step toward it. It doesn't have to be big, just something. A phone call, a journal entry, a plan. Because once you take action, the energy shifts. And when the energy shifts, doors start opening. Scorpio, this is your moment. Stop waiting for permission. Stop doubting your intuition. You already know what you need to do. Now go do it. and watch how 2025 becomes the year that changes everything. Scorpio, this isn't just another prediction. This isn't just another message. This is your wake-up call. Everything we've talked about, your power, your intuition, the numbers guiding you, the transformations waiting to happen. It all leads to one undeniable truth. You are ready. No more second guessing. No more waiting for the right time. The right time is now. The universe has already opened the door for you. But here's the thing. Only you can walk through it. You've spent years feeling like there's more to your path, like you're meant for something bigger. And guess what? You were right. 2025 isn't just another year. It's the year that will redefine your future. The energy is shifting, the signs are everywhere, and deep down, you feel it too. This is your moment, Scorpio. Are you going to take it? Let's get real for a second. What's been holding you back? Fear of failure? Fear of success? The idea that maybe, just maybe, you're not ready? Scorpio, let me tell you something. Nobody ever feels truly ready. But the difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck? It's action. It's not about knowing every step in advance. It's about trusting yourself enough to take the first one. Because once you move, once you commit, the universe rushes in to support you. Start paying attention to the opportunities showing up, to the people crossing your path, to the gut feelings telling you where to go next. They're not random, they are signs. And the moment you start listening, everything changes. So here's my challenge for you, Scorpio. Right now, choose one thing you've been putting off. Something that excites you, but also scares you. Something you know would change your life if you just had the courage to start. Now promise yourself, before this day ends, you will take one step toward it. It doesn't have to be huge, just something. Write it down, say it out loud, because once you set the intention, the energy shifts. And once the energy shifts, you step into alignment with your destiny. Scorpio, this is it. No more playing small, no more waiting for permission. You already have everything you need. Now go make it happen, because 2025, it's your year, and the universe is waiting for you to claim it. But here's something even more important. You don't have to do this alone. Look around you. The universe has been aligning the right people, the right resources, the right moments. You are not being asked to walk this path in isolation. Find those who inspire you, connect with those who uplift you, surround yourself with energy that matches where you're going, not where you've been. Because the truth is, Scorpio, the most successful people in the world, they didn't do it alone. They had mentors, they had guides, they had a community that believed in them even when they doubted themselves. And now, it's time for you to build that for yourself. So let's make this real. Right now, write down one action you're going to take today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today, make a phone call, sign up for that class, start that project. Whatever it is, just start. Because once you take action, everything shifts. Your energy changes, your focus sharpens, and suddenly, the opportunities you've been waiting for start showing up. This isn't a coincidence. This is alignment. And Scorpio, this is exactly what you've been waiting for. So don't waste another second. Make the decision, take the step, and claim the future that was always meant to be yours. And one last thing, Scorpio, trust the process. Not every step will be easy. There will be challenges, doubts, moments when you wonder if you're on the right path. But here's the truth. Every great transformation requires a leap of faith. The difference between those who stay stuck and those who thrive, it's not luck, it's belief. Belief in themselves, belief in their path, belief that no matter what happens, they will find a way forward. And you, Scorpio, have that fire inside you. You were never meant to live a small life. You were never meant to blend in, to hold back, to silence your power. So take this message, this sign, this moment, and run with it. Step into your destiny. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, because this isn't just another prediction. This is your call to action, and the only thing left to do, answer it. Scorpio, everything we just uncovered, it's only the tip of the iceberg. there's an even deeper mystery about your sign, one that has been hidden for centuries. A truth so powerful, it could change the way you see yourself forever. But here's the catch. Most people will never know it. Why? Because only those who are truly ready, those who have already begun their transformation, will seek it out. And the real question is, are you ready? In my next video, I'm going to reveal the most guarded secret about Scorpio, something that connects your sign to ancient prophecies, lost knowledge, and an untapped force that most people fear. So here's what you need to do. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and don't miss what's coming next. Because trust me, Scorpio, this journey is just beginning. Drop A in the comments if you're ready to unlock the final piece of your power. And remember, the universe doesn't wait. Neither should you.